This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, it's Thursday, June 5th, 2025. Mental health is real. Seek help and the stigma. On the news this afternoon. Fear lingers in Rivers community after NAF airstrike. Police arrest suspected car snatcher with 7 master keys in Rivers State. Rivers Civil Servant decry lingering power outage at State Secretariat. DSS asks courts to restrain Pat Utomi from shadow government activities. On the foreign scene, Israeli military recovers 2 hostages' bodies in southern Gaza. I'm Ifechuku Moyele with the news. Now, 2 weeks after an airstrike by the Nigerian Air Force at a palm oil mill in Bunu community, Thai local government area of Rivers State, residents say they still live in fear. The incident reportedly left several people injured and damaged properties, including processing equipment. Correspondent Emeka Odoka visited the site and reports that some women were seen sorting palm fruit in the open, as the roofs of their makeshift structures remain riddled with bullet holes. Although palm oil processing is yet to resume, some of the victims who spoke to our correspondent shared their ordeal.
I was here on that Wednesday. I went to mill oil that very day. So around 9 o'clock, we saw a plane roving all around. So we were thinking that they were coming to inspect something. So the plane was passing. After a short time, the plane now start shooting everywhere. So many of us, we were injured. I managed to survive that very day. My phone got lost in the bush. They came about 3 times to bomb. All my oil, the one we have milled, they destroy all. Even the banga that was here too, they spoil all. Many people who were injured, they went to hospital.
Very big problem that day. If I not send my daughter to go somewhere, I don't know what for happened that day. Because I don't even know, say those people go shoot there. Because that place is a me, where we they carry banga, they go me, then give us, oh yeah, we carry gold.
Now, the Bunu residents called on the Nigerian Air Force and the Rivers State government to compensate them. They say they need support to repair damaged machines and return to business, describing the mill as their only source of livelihood.
The damage was too much. They even damaged the engine, so there is no way we can resume work. Since we have a lot of damage, we want the state government to come and compensate us. They should come to our aid. This is the only source of our surviving. So without oil, without milling oil, we cannot eat. Because some of us, we cannot take our children to school again.
All the equipment there, all scatter. The banga where they inside fire, they scatter lab. The one where they break, where they crack cannon, they scatter everything there. We make government come and settle me with my 10 rubbers of oil.
Also speaking, Deputy Paramount Ruler of Barakara Bunu community, CPA David, said there are no illegal bunkering activities in the area to warrant the recent air raid by the Nigerian Air Force. David also called on the authorities to compensate the victims.
They were at their oil palm mill, processing their oil palm. Surprisingly, this plane came and made several shots of guns at the site. Many people were injured. Some people ran into the bush. There were a lot of damages here and there all over the site. It was a shock to the community because no reasons why such people that are looking oil vandalism or whatever should come this way, because there is not oil well here. Nobody can do any art of this bunkering around this area. We are worried about that art, and we really want the government to come in and do something.
Meanwhile, the head of the Model Primary Healthcare Center in Bunu, Joseph Ntoba, who said he attended to some of the victims of the air raid, is appealing to the Rivers State government to supply drugs to health centers across the state. Ntoba said that some of the victims had to be referred to other facilities because there were no drugs available for treatment.
Okay. Actually, there was some casualties that patients were brought here. Some of them I took care of them here. Others are referred to General Hospital Bori. I took care of those that I can handle. But the problem here is that there is no drug. There is no drug in this facility. See, as large as this community is. And this is the only facility that is taking care of this area. So I will have appealed to government to see how they can help me out to bring drugs. I took care of them based on what I have on ground as a then.
Well, meanwhile, the River State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, says it arrested over 60 suspects for various criminal activities and secured 30 convictions between September 2024 and May 2025. Deputy Commandant of the NSCDC in River State, Dr. Lessa Ruben, tells our correspondent that the arrests are part of the command's sustained effort in the fight against illegal oil bunkering and other crimes across the state. Ruben said some of the suspects are still being prosecuted in court.
Since we assumed here September last year, we have made a lot of arrests. And as I speak now, I can tell you that we have made over 60 arrests and we have secured over 30-something convictions. We have a lot of them undergoing investigation and some are still in the courts. So we are not relenting to ensuring that critical infrastructure of governments are being protected. We are not talking about only oil pipeline here now. We protect both the NEPA cable and other natural infrastructures and that set of governments. We have special teams, we have tactical teams, we have proactive teams, and we have intelligence unit and operation, all the rest of them. All these have been deployed.
Now the NSCDC The NSCDC Deputy Commandant also warned youth in the state to stay away from actions that could jeopardize their future.
To the youth, in as much as you are healthy and strong, there is a future for you youth. Stop putting your hands in the thing that is not going to benefit to your life and that of your family. A lot of people have died as a result of the coal fire. A lot of them are going to explosion and they're in the grave right now. Find a way to do things that are legal that will help you. The issue of breaking pipelines, doing things that are nefarious, affecting the economic of the country or that of the state, is not good for you youth. Do the real thing, do things that will benefit you and your family, and I believe by so doing, Rome was not built in a day.
In another development, the River State Police Command says its operatives attached to the anti-cultism unit have arrested a car snatcher and recovered a stolen vehicle and 7 master keys. Spokesperson of the command, SP Grace Iringikoko, said the suspect, identified as Felix Clark, was arrested during a routine patrol along Abata Road in GRA while riding a bicycle. They searched him and found 7 master keys on him. SP Iringa Koko said the suspect was immediately taken to the station for further questioning. She said during interrogation, a red Hyundai Sonata car, earlier stolen, was recovered from his residence. She also said that the suspect has made useful statement and has named other members of his gang operating in Delta, Edo, and Lagos State, and an investigation is ongoing to arrest other members of the gang. Away from that, some stakeholders in River State are speaking on the steps they believe are best to be taken by the 2 political factions in River State to resolve the lingering political crisis. That will end the state of emergency rule in the state. In an interview with correspondent Obi Oruwari, a public affairs analyst, Ijoma Obi, is urging the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to exhibit statesmanship and lead the peace process in the political crisis in the state. He was reacting to the recent closed-door meeting suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara had with President Bola Tinubu.
The FCT Minister should not act like he is not partisan to this crisis and the peace process, because the president has already directed him. He has a duty to play. So he should ensure that peace is realized. He shouldn't wait for the governor to come. He should invite the governor as an elder statesman, invite the assembly members, and invite other stakeholders who are pertinent to the building of this peace, and have holistic interaction, resolve whatever that should be resolved.
Now, Obi said Governor Siminalayi Fubara seems to show genuine interest in resolving the political crisis, despite the comment by the FCT minister that he has not visited him again after the first visit to his Abuja residence.
The governor has shown with his body language and, of course, steps. So, and now the governor is also seen in a viral picture with the president. It shows the governor is genuinely making efforts for, and we may not be privy to the condition as spelled out in peace process. It gives a glimpse of hope of peace, and I'm sure that as the process continues, we may get to know more about the conditions surrounding the peace.
Now, on his part, a peace advocate and coordinator of Rivers Peace Initiative, Obinna Ebogidi, urged the factions to show genuine commitment to Rivers people, whom he says are itching for a return to democratic governance in the state. He also urged the two factions to avoid making inflammatory statements.
I must restate that Rivers people are demanding not just words, not blame, but a clear path forward. But we must be honest, there is no version of peace that can succeed without the commitment of all the principal actors. That both the FCT minister and Governor Sim Fubara, together with their supporters, recommit to the peace process with clarity. Mediation efforts must have to continue. This time we need timelines and we need clear deliverables. Rivers people want resolution, not repetition. What we do now, we either restore confidence or confirm the fears of the people.
Also, the president of Ijaw National Congress, INC, Professor Benjamin Okaba, urged Governor Fubara to keep working towards achieving the desired peace in the state.
For Sim, let it just maintain his peaceful disposition. Depend on the president. President had given his words, so he should not be distracted by comments made by anybody. He remain focused, believe in God that one day, in spite of what anybody wants, that peace will return, and that position that God has endowed, that he has to occupy and complete tenure. For him, he should see all that has happened as a lesson. He has known his true friends and has also known those who have actually pretended to be close and nice to him.
Still to come, Rivers civil servants decry lingering power outage at State Secretariat. Stay with us.
Showcase your business at the Port Harcourt Tech Expo 2025.
Welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Some civil servants at the River State Secretariat complex say the continuous power outage there is affecting productivity and work efficiency. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, the civil servant said they use phone torchlights to climb the staircase of the podium block that houses up to 15 floors because the elevators are not functioning. Now, they urged the State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, to urgently fix the power generating sets and restore the operation of the elevators.
Most persons, the office is in 10th floor. You don't expect them to keep doing that exercise every day. Some persons might come twice a week or even once a week.
It's not easy to climb the 10th floor, but God is helping us. We have to do our job. I would like the government to replace the lift because they are old.
This lift, no lights, thing that affect all of us with there. We have generator, but they work. They are not making use of the generator. So we need all those kinds. This solar administrator will help us.
Make our solar administrator look into this matter of this light issue in the Secretariat complex, because easy for we mothers to climb up and come down. The generator will get here. You need a walk. Would they beg and make him try buy a new generator for us? Let the lift be working.
Now, recall that over a week ago, the Rivers State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, announced that the government will soon begin a phased rehabilitation of the State Secretariat. Ibas said this at the end of a 4-day leadership training workshop for Rivers State civil servants. Elsewhere, less than 48 hours to Eid al-Kabir, prices of tomatoes, peppers, and onions have reportedly surged nationwide due to the collapse of the Mokwa Bridge in Niger State. The collapsed bridge left hundreds of trucks carrying perishables from the north to the south stranded. The bridge, a major food supply route, was destroyed by a flood that claimed over 200 lives, compounding food scarcity ahead of the Salah celebration. The Punch reports that traders and truck owners lament massive financial losses as goods worth hundreds of millions of naira risk spoilage. Markets across states like Lagos, Kwara, Akwa Ibom, and Osun are reporting sharp price increases, with baskets of tomatoes now selling for up to 70,000 naira. Stakeholders are calling for urgent government intervention to repair the bridge and restore food supply chains. Meanwhile, the federal government has approved 2 billion naira for rebuilding homes destroyed by the flood in Mokwa, Niger State. Vice President Kashim Shettima announced this during a condolence visit, stating that President Tinubu was deeply saddened by the tragedy. Away from that, suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has denied involvement in a viral audio and video claiming she accused Senate President Godswill Akpabio of blackmailing President Bola Tinubu to have her jailed. Now, in a personally signed statement, Akpoti-Uduaghan dissociated herself from the recordings, calling them fake and malicious. She insisted the voice was not hers, but a cloned and manipulated version. She described the materials as a deliberate attempt to damage her reputation and destabilize the National Assembly. She urged the public to disregard the recordings completely. Moving on now, the EFCC has declared one Folashade Odelana and Bamidele Ayodele Abiodun wanted over a 1 billion naira cryptocurrency scam linked to Crypto Bridge Exchange, CBEX, bringing the total number of suspects to 10. The commission shared their last known address and urged the public to provide any useful information on their whereabouts. The CBEX platform collapsed in April 2025, leaving many Nigerians unable to access their investment and sparking widespread outrage. We move to business now. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, is set to implement an updated telecom identity risk management policy. This will allow the reassignment of inactive phone lines to new subscribers after 1 year of dormancy. The Vanguard report that the revised policy framework is to be launched by the fourth quarter of 2025. Under the new guidelines, a phone number is deemed inactive if it has not recorded any revenue generating activities such as voice calls, SMS, charged USSD sessions, or data usage for 180 consecutive days. If the inactivity continues for another 180 days, bringing the total to 360 days, the number becomes eligible for reassignment, commonly referred to as churning. In entertainment, U.S. rapper Eminem's publishing company, 8 Mile Style, has filed a federal lawsuit against Mark Zuckerberg's Meta, accusing the tech giant of using its music without proper licensing. They accuse Meta of storing, reproducing, and distributing Eminem's songs through its platform, despite lacking the necessary right, and are now seeking at least $109 million in damages, as well as a court order to halt what it claims are ongoing copyright violations. And now in sports, a football club in Argentina is mourning after a 35-year-old player, Enzo Pitao, collapsed during a game from a cardiac arrest and later died. Reports say Pitao collapsed 41 minutes into Don Orion's trip to Club Union in the second phase of the Chaco Federation tournament. He was taken to the local hospital in a private vehicle, but he died there.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
Israeli forces have recovered the bodies of 2 Israeli Americans taken back to Gaza as hostages during the Hamas-led attack on southern Israel on 7th October 2023. The Israeli military says 70-year-old Judy Weinstein-Haggai, who was also a Canadian citizen, and her husband, 72-year-old Gadi Haggai, were killed by gunmen from the Mujahideen Brigades group when they attacked Kibbutz near Oz. There are now 56 hostages still being held by Hamas in Gaza, at least 20 of whom are believed to be alive. That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Fear has lingered in a Buno community as residents demand compensation after a NAF airstrike. Police have arrested a suspected car snatcher with 7 master keys in Rivers State. Rivers civil servants want the government to fix the lingering power outage at the state secretariat. On the foreign scene, you heard Israeli military say it has recovered 2 hostages' bodies in southern Gaza. The news was edited by Constance Irele-Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Mwanyali. Many thanks for listening.